Recently, a lot of my good buddies have switched to their new farm equipment farmers use nowadays. Farming just ain't what it used to be. A couple of years ago, we decided to switch to farming just wheat, and this new machinery we got sure is helping us produce it. The only problem is that we're farming too much nowadays. While we got a heck of a surplus back at the house, this overproduction problem just keeps getting worse, and the deflation of money along with competition from foreign peoples ain't helping. While 10 years ago my wheat would sell for $1.17, now it sells for 71 cents, making it near impossible for me to make a profit off of it. Improvements in transportation have allowed for foreign competition to materialize, making it harder for us to get rid of our surplus of wheat. Also, that horrible drought came through was horrible and made times even harder for us. We don't even know why the government won't back up silver as a huge source of money, and is staying behind their gold, which is only making it harder for us. It's like they got gold on the brain. Shoot, times sure are tough these days.
Here we are. This seems to be the office of Thomas Brackett Reed, who seems to be hard at work negotiating. Reed, a former congressman from Maine, often was the controlling man in Congress.
The farmers are trying to form their own political party to get influence in government because they're unhappy. They want silver, but at the same time, big businesses want a higher tariff. I think we can strike a bargain.
Reed often put through many acts, including the Silver Sherman Purchase Act. This allowed farmers to switch silver coinage for hard paper bag money. He also gave support to the farmers, allowed for the McKinley Tariff Act. This increased trade import taxes to 48%.
This farming really ain't working out.
There have been droughts with winds hurting our crops here in Kansas, and blizzards and floods have affected other areas in the west and the south.
These grasshoppers keep eating up all my wheat.
I've been producing more and more crops, but it ain't getting me nowhere. The price of my crops keeps falling because of the surplus. In 1855, my wheat was worth $1 a bushel, but now, in 1894, it's only worth 50 cents.
The new farming equipment sure is helpful, though. The new combines that cut and trash and bag the grain for me, and more motor vehicles called tractors. I produce twice as many crops as before.
I can't afford a tractor. It's up to $3,000. I can't even pay off all my debts. My mortgage just keeps piling up. It's up to 25% interest.
Pay up, you lowly farmers! You owe me for your mortgage!
Darn it! This dang on government, if only they'd listen to us farmers.
Jeb, get him!
Cotton Eye Joe, I've been married a long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? If it hadn't been for Cotton Eye Joe, I've been married a long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe?
Now we're here at a Grange meeting in 1889. The Grange was founded in 1868 by Oliver Hudson Kelley. It's a social organization, but this year it will become the Alliance, which is an economic organization in which farmers unite to oppose the railroads and form cooperative purchasing and marketing groups. Later it will form the Populist Party and try to gain political influence. I can hear the farmers complaining right now. Let's have a listen.
I'm fed up with these low prices on our wheat. The warehouses and railroads keep on raising prices to take advantage of us.
Yeah! Government is corrupt. They won't listen to us. They won't coin silver.
Yeah! I'm tired of these aristocrats. They need to be stopped. Government won't help us. We'll help ourselves. What you trying to say, Joe? We need to form our own political party and elect our own men that are on our side, and they can push the government control for wheat or for railroads and free silver.
Yeah! It'll be the People's Party.
Yeah!
And thus the People's Party, also known as the Populist Party, was formed. They will win elections for several local offices and even elect U.S. senators like William Pepper from Kansas. They'll poll over 1 million votes in the 1892 and 1896 presidential elections. Not too bad for a farmer's party.
I come to speak to you in defense of a cause as holy as the cause of liberty. The cause of humanity we have petitioned, and our petitions have been scorned. We have entreated, and our entreaties have been disregarded. We have begged, and they have mocked. When our calamity came, we beg no longer, we entreat no more, we petition no more, we defy them. You shall not press down upon the brow of labor. This crown of thorns you shall not crucify mankind upon a cross of gold. I come to speak to you in defense of a cause as holy as the cause of liberty. The cause of humanity we have petitioned, and our petitions have been scorned. We have entreated, and our entreaties have been disregarded. We have begged, and they have mocked when our calamity came. We beg no longer, we entreat no more, we petition no more, we defy them. You shall not press down upon the brow of labor. This crown of thorns you shall not crucify mankind upon a cross of gold.
My fellow businessmen, I call on to you to vote for me for the presidency of these United States. I call on you because right now there really isn't anyone to call on in the West and the South. All that are out there are farmers who keep complaining about their dying and that sort of thing. And I don't know why they're complaining. They're the ones that chose to go out there. There's weather problems, there's droughts, and right now the farming economy is just terrible. Why did they choose to go out there? So, I mean, you businessmen, you're the smart people. You know to stay in the northern areas where it's safe and in steady income.
1, 2, 3, 4. We want Brian, Cleveland's getting old, and government control of all the railroads. Silver should be coined, not just gold. With all this money, prices will explode. Us farmers all became civil rights. With the debt collectors, we've all had fights. Big businesses took over our rights. But with populism, victory's inside.
Did you hear about all the acts McKinley passed? The higher rates and the paper currency now being freely redeemed in gold?
Yeah, I did. And I was hoping for a looser money supply. But now government's going to control all the they can't control the railroads and the telegraph and the telephone. McKinley won't have it.
Yeah, and I was hoping for a lower tariff for our working class, but without Brian, we won't have any influence.
Yeah, I'm not too happy with that, especially with the wheat prices falling below the price of production now. There's nothing we can do about it.
And with the Suez Canal opening up, we lost all of the European income that we had. So now we're even in bigger debt.
Yeah, Brian was a great speaker. Too bad he came up short in the end. I guess there ain't much the Populist Party can do now. Army influence in the government's gone and business runs the place now. During the last 20 years of the 19th century, many farmers in the United States saw monopolies, trusts, railroads, money shortages, and demonetization of the silver as threats to their way of life. Though in many cases, their complaints weren't valid. Man, we're all screwed now.